Hey BookTube, it's the Lost Coffee Mug. So I am here to do rapid fire take questions. Lee over at Dark Roots Creations did this, and I thought it was a fun book take, so I figured why not do it? So these are going to be rapid fire. I haven't thought these questions through at all, so you're going to be seeing my honest answers. Ebook or physical book? Torn, because what I love about an ebook is it's easier for me to read at night. I can take it wherever. I can pick it up on my phone if I forgot my e-reader somewhere. I always have it available. And reading at night in my bed, I can just get more comfortable. But I do love a good paperback sometimes, especially if I'm on the couch in the living room, is where I usually read my paperback books. Or physical books, I should say. Paperback or hardcover? Paperback. They're easier to hold than hardcover. But sometimes the hardcovers look a little bit cooler, and they do last a little bit better just because they are hardcover, but paperback all the way. Online or in-store book shopping? Either, but I would actually prefer in-store book shopping. It's something about going down the aisles and picking up the books and looking at them all that is so much fun. Trilogies or series? I usually like series because you just keep going back to the town, the characters that drew you into the book. And there is usually a point, though, where a series does need to end. It's like in a TV show where you're like, okay, you got to just end at this point. 20-some years, maybe you should end. You could do a spinoff with a different character or something like that. Heroes or villains? Usually I go with heroes. But a good villain story isn't bad either. A book you want everyone to read? I'm going to go with my first 5-star read of the year. And that is Let's Call It Truce by Amy Buchanan. It's a contemporary romance book. The main characters are a little bit older in the age. She is a widow. She's been a widow for about 3 or 4 years. She's going back to work. And this guy and her just don't get off on the right foot right away. And the banter they had between each other made me chuckle so much. And I just loved the writing and how the characters were developed and went through this story, and it's great. I love that book from start to finish. I think that's a great book for anyone to read, to pick up. Recommend an underrated book. I'm going to say and it's probably, I feel like it's probably not underrated, but yet it probably is, because I feel like cozy mysteries are kind of in their own genre, and they kind of get like a bad rap, like, oh, it's not a true mystery, it's a cozy mystery. I'm going to go with the Cheese Shop Mysteries. I'm really enjoying that series, any of the books in there. That series did end with the latest release, but that book, the whole series is good. So you pick up a book and you'll enjoy it from start to finish. Last book you finished? Ooh, I just finished last week or the week before. I finished Broken Play by Riley Paige. It is a college football romance book. They are like seniors in college. It was great. It was a very emotional book, and I had to actually take my time with that because it was a very emotional heavy, but the writing was done so well. It was a great read. I enjoyed it from start to finish. And the guy in the book is just perfect for the female lead, and it was a great read. The last book you bought? I don't actually buy books that often. When I do, they're usually ebooks, unless I really, really like a book. And lately what I've been buying are cozy mystery books because I know I'm going to go back to them and reread them. So I think the last one I bought was part of the Amish Candy mystery from Half Price. I haven't bought any books recently. I think maybe I pre-ordered, but it hasn't officially went through my debit card yet. So I'm going to say I didn't buy those yet because they are not officially out and I didn't officially spend money on them. Usually I get a lot of ARCs and I use Kobo Plus and then I use Kindle Unlimited. I'm not a Kindle Unlimited member right now, but I will probably be signing back up soon for a few months to read down my TBR that I have on there. But otherwise, I do buy a lot of just ebooks when they're on sale, if I buy. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? I don't think I've used anything weird. I have a few bookmarks here. Usually if I borrow from the library, I use the little printed receipt thing that comes out. That's not that weird. Used books, yes or no? Used books, 100% yes. The price of books is ridiculous, but also, why not buy a used book? I found some used books that look brand new, and I'm like, this doesn't even look like the spine has been cracked open or read at all. And I've paid like half the price. And it's like, give a book another chance. And sometimes you do get, old books, especially romance books, where someone's wrote like good, bad, kind of their thoughts in the beginning, which is always cool to read, in my opinion. But used books, 100%. You don't, unless you really, really enjoy something and it just came out and you want to get it right away, go ahead, but why not buy a used book? There's nothing wrong with it at all. Top 3 favorite genres. So, romance, I guess cozy mystery is a subgenre, but I'm going to count as one. So, romance, cozy mysteries, and like thrillers will be my top 3, is usually what I go for. Borrow or buy. I usually borrow a lot. So Kobo Plus is technically you're borrowing. Same with Kindle Unlimited. You're borrowing from a library. You don't own that book. So I do that a lot. I use my library a lot. I use the Libby app a lot. So borrow is pretty much where I go. Characters or plot. It depends. If I really like a character, great. But sometimes what gets me going in a series or a book is the plot. So, mix. Long or short books? It depends on my mood. My average book length is probably the average, which is about 250 to 300 pages. I usually don't like to go more than 300, so probably, I guess, mediocre. I do like a good novella, though. If I'm just wanting to not pick up my books that I'm reading and I just want to get through something and read something a little different. Long or short chapters? I'm not a fan of long chapters, I will say. Because if I have a book and I'm getting close to my bedtime and I see I have 30 pages to read in a chapter, I'm going to be like, well, I don't want to read that because I know in probably about 5 minutes I'm going to get sleepy and I'm going to have to end. And to me, I just like ending at the end of the chapter. There are times where I'm so tired, I'm like, I have to end it. But just who I am. I like the end of chapters. Name the first 3 books you can think of. Unexpectedly Bookish by Elise Kennedy. Pregnant Before I Say I Do by Bella Mason. And for some reason, Twilight by Stephanie Myers is in my head. Books that made you laugh or cry. Unexpectedly Bookish by Elise Kennedy is making me laugh so much. I'm loving this book. And I think that's why I'm reading it super slow, because I love it so much. I don't want it to end. Our world or fictional worlds? Usually it's our world, but based in like a fake town. to me, reading is like a whole nother world type of thing. It's our world, but yet it's not our world because it doesn't have the world events or anything of that going on. It's a fictional type of world. I guess in a way fictional world, but it's based off of our world, if that makes sense. I'm not big into fantasy because to me, I would get lost in a fantasy world. I'd be like, I don't know where I am. Who am I? What am I doing? And people that can get into that, I'm kind of jealous because I do feel like there are some fantasy books out there and fantasy worlds that would be amazing to get into. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, 100%. When I'm working, I usually have an audiobook on if I'm in the right mood. At night, when I am getting ready for bed and I want to just work on my crochet, I will put in an audiobook. So 100% yes. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? I'm going to say yes. There are times where I judge a book where I will be like on NetGalley or somewhere and I'll be like, oh, this book, the cover pulls me in, and then I read the description, or I see who the author is to see if I want to try to get that e-arc type of thing. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? I'm going to say book to movie. Because movie, you have a limited amount of time to do. Book to TV adaptations, if it does well, they're going to want to do more seasons. So it could expand it well. It could expand the storyline well. It could do horrible things to the story and make you not like it. Most of the time, books to movies or books to TV is not the same. It's different. Usually the book is, in my opinion, better. I think the one book I actually liked the best that went to movie was A Walk to Remember. I love both the book and the movie so much. Movie to book or book to TV adaptation better? I think I actually I answered that question before I even got to it. So I'm going to say movie to book or book to TV adaptation better. I'm going to say book to TV. Series or standalone? I like both, but I do like a series because I like going back into the town and seeing what's going to happen. So this was the rapid fire tag questions. I saw this on Lee's channel. She didn't really, I think she did tag a few people. But if you watch this whole thing, first off, thank you. Second off, please like and subscribe to this channel. And then third, go ahead and do this tag. I think it's a great tag, just to kind of have some different answers and different opinions on things and see what everyone likes. And I am going to tag Tammy over at Believe in Your Shelf, Stormy over at Storm Reads, Sassy Cajun Reads, Roxy over there, and I'll also tag Tiffany, the Beach Bum Bookworm, and I will also tag Sarah over at the Bookish Knitter. All right. Thank you for joining me with this tag, and I hope everyone has a great day.